Real talk, the metaphor messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like the 70s, a different kind of mind. They say we only speak in melodies. Legend in the game.
What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dave, coming at you live from Germany for the fourth fucking time today. What have you done with your fucking day? This is live stream number 4, live show number 4. Fourth time that my big ass has gotten myself on YouTube today. YouTube or Twitter. We've been here everywhere. We've been doing everything. We did breakfast and beer this morning. We did a 2-hour Skyrim fucking live stream on Twitch, which went very well. By the way, I couldn't believe that Skyrim stomped out Pokemon. That's what you guys wanted me to play today. But, you know, like I said, I didn't have the cards, so that's playing fair. Just did an amazing episode of Shot from the Point with Tommy C. Even when I'm on the fucking show, the cunt does not plug me. I'm there. I'm fucking 260 some odd pounds and I'm there. And I just made you money. Plug me, you cunt. Come on. Plug the shit out of me. Except unless you're Super Tobes, then don't plug me. Don't plug me. And then now we're here live again. And we're going back to our roots. We're going back to the beginning. Because sometimes to push forward, you got to start where it all began. And for me, that was wrestling. And I love wrestling. You guys know it. I don't stop. I talk about it a lot during other shows. I don't cover it exclusively fully anymore because there's really no point. I can't stay up all night to fucking cover all the things anyway. So I just do it when something big happens. And I think something big happened. And it's something definitely worth talking about. So we're going to get into everything with that in just a moment. But the first thing I want to ask is, how's everybody doing out there today? Is everyone doing well? Are you having a good day? Are things going the way you wanted them today? That's what I want to know. Big shout out to everybody who's here. Kirsty Graham, Sleeping Angels, Dr. Faciller, Super Tobes, Alex, Butters, Formal Ghost, my girl's second wife, their Jade Rabbit, Mashuka, Cat says I'm looking smashing. Thank you. Thank you to the gun show. There's a ticket. Nathal is here. What's going on? All kinds of people. Thank you so much for being here. Gaming Fault as well. Love you guys. Let's get right into it, man. Let's start with the wrestling, and what we're going to do is we're going to basically take calls after I'm done with my little spiel here on Bubba Ray Dudley. I'm going to take calls, basically on whatever you guys have. We can talk about whatever you want. If it's wrestling, if it's not something else, whatever. I don't really care. And we're going to stay as long as you guys want us to. We'll keep the Copious hat changes going like we had in Shot from the Point, and we'll just see how the rest of the evening goes. Let's start with Bubba Ray Dudley. Bubba Ray Dudley at a Ring of Honor pay-per-view, which I've been told is that was actually pretty goddamn good. I haven't watched it yet. He went ahead and retired. I believe, putting Christopher Daniels through a table, one final table. He's been hurt for a little while, apparently. He had a lengthy hospital stay that kind of turned his entire mind around about how much longer he wanted to go. And he has officially, it would appear, put the kibosh on one hell of a legendary career. I mean, damn, son. A legendary career. I have never been the biggest fan of the Dudley boys, especially early ECW days. I didn't see the appeal like so many did. However, their track record, their history, their lineage is unfuckwithable, okay? It's one of the best and strongest cases for a Hall of Fame bid that these guys, Mount Rushmore of tag team wrestling, no question. Of course, I'm talking about his tag team with his brother, Devon Dudley, the Dudley Boys. It was great. I mean, my God, the things that they were able to do as a tag team in the 20s and 30s of tag team champions across the world. I mean, my God, absolutely fantastic. But sometimes you got to go. And Devon bowed out not that long ago, took a job at WWE. Bubba Ray, going to the beat of his own drum as usual, kind of wants to support the indie scene, so he went out of WWE and started doing a little bit more in the wrestling, and now it seems like he's going to be transitioning to behind the scenes and try to help the independent circuit. You really can't even call him that anymore at this point. Kind of get things going a little bit better, and he's not a bad guy to have. What I like so much about the entire situation is everything that he did with it. It's one of the better retirements that I've seen. Now, I'm not one of these guys who feels that you have to have this huge, grandiose retirement. I don't think it's necessary, not for everybody. And I would say that if you were going to say that somebody was deserving of like a Ric Flair esque retirements type send off, a Shawn Michaels type of retirement send off. It would be the Dudley Boys collectively, but I think only in WWE. And I don't mean that to diminish anything that they've done on independent circuit. It's just, for me, it's the only thing that makes sense to go grandiose. Now, for the retirement that he had, it's perfect. This is where he needed to retire, at a Ring of Honor show, something like this, and putting somebody through a table one more time, and then beautifully, I believe, autographing and then giving away a piece of the table to a young fan. That shows you everything you need to know about Bubba Ray Dudley right there. Right there. That tells you everything you need to know about the guy. And I like that. I like when people honor traditions. And the reality is, the only tradition that matters in wrestling is keeping people coming in. He created a moment, not only for one special child, but for that entire audience that was there at that show. A show that was packed full of stars that have been in and out of WWE and all over the world at this point now. Independent wrestling has changed in a way that I don't think a lot of people were really expecting it to. The money is there now. You don't have to go to WWE anymore, and a lot of stars are finding that out. Bubba Ray's one of them. He's figured this out, that he was never going to be what he thought he should be, especially as a singles competitor within the WWE, so he went elsewhere. Now, you could make an argument over if it was good or not. The Rainer Divulge donated $3. Thank you very much. That is a hat change on this channel. $5 on Tommy's channel, of course, but $3 here, so we'll go to the Pokemon hat. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate your motherfucking face. I know who that was, too. I really appreciate your face. So, I mean, absolute, it's changed. And Devon is one of those guys that helped change everything. Now, you can make the argument that his singles run wasn't that very good. I don't like Bully Ray and all of those things, and maybe that's fair. However, sometimes it's the gesture that opens doors to other options. And that's exactly what I think when a big guy like that goes and says, fuck it, I'm just going to do what I do. It helps. Now, on the counter to that, so many guys end up coming back. So many guys who leave, who had all the fucking talent in the world, come in, burn out in WWE, don't get the push that they want. Drew McIntyre comes to mind. A lot of guys come to mind. It's a very easy list to make. Why do they continue to come back if the grass is so much greener? Well, it's because there's ebbs and flows. There's good points and there's bad points. There's freedom, but there's also the worry of, what am I doing to my body? There's so much things to worry about. Even when you're making a lot of money on the independent circuit, I'm going to use that with quotation marks from this point on. It may not, juice versus squeeze, and that's what it really comes down to. The WWE life is not the worst thing in the world for men of a certain age, men of a certain talent level. AJ Styles is one of those guys who seems to be making the most of all the situations, but it only seems to be really going to the guys who have that ability to be that top guy. Drew McIntyre is showing that he's back now with that ability to be one of those guys. It's interesting to me. And it's a cool thing that, with all that being said, and all of the talk about the independent thing, and even with, I'm expecting Bubba Ray to stay out on the independent circuit and help the indies continue to grow, that it worked so well, that this retirement was so perfect, because everyone feels it was appropriate. Everyone feels that it was apt. Everyone feels that it made sense, and it is pretty damn cool. So for me, I think it's probably 5 years too late. I know Kirsty Graham said I just saw him like 2 months ago and he was still excellent. That's if you like him single. If you like him on his own. Me, I personally didn't really like his singles run. I don't think he's a very good in-ring performer, even as a tag team. The tag team worked for gimmick reasons, and it was fantastic. They were able to sell violence in a way that not too many people can do. But as workers, I don't know if they were ever fantastic. I really don't. And I think it's a fair criticism. But still, it's going to be interesting to see if WWE does anything for him. It kind of feels like they should. The Devon got offered the job, and from what I understand, so did Bubba, but nobody expected Bubba to take it. It's going to be interesting to see if WWE does anything with him. There's another one. Jack Skellington, the spirit of Halloween. I can do that for you, Topes. Thanks a lot. The Rainer Divulge. I can do that. I haven't put this bitch on in a while, mainly because I fucking hate it, but that's pretty great. I hate it because I can't wear my headphones. That is absolutely fantastic. I know, Kirsty, you love the singles run, but you also like Kenny Omega, so I can't really take it too seriously. It's okay though, Kirsty. I'm getting a phone call now. How do you guarantee you get Kirsty McGarry to call in? Or not Kirsty McGarry? Well, Kirsty, how do you no, I just fucked up even worse now. Oh boy, Kirsty Graham. Not Kirsty McGarry. She's from Ireland, but still. Oh yeah, can't wait till the chat sees that one. All right, so let me ask you guys this. What do you think of the retirement? Do you think it was a good retirement? Do you think it was a bad retirement? Do you think that anybody's going to give a fuck about the retirement? And most importantly, do you think it was a retirement? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Will WWE do anything? Should they have to? What do you think? We'll talk about it. Let's go to the Discord. Don't really have a lot more to say other than that. Let's get right back. Oh, yeah, she just saw it now. She's going to kick my ass. Get in the waiting call, guys, on my Discord. One of my mods, one of my beautiful, talented, wonderful mods will put the Discord link in the comment section. So already in the description box. If you want to do a little bit of work on your own, get your ass down there and hit that link. Get in there to waiting to call. Jade, we're getting Dave sushi tonight. Yes, I might be cut up. I might be cut up like a goddamn fish. There is a possibility of that. So we'll see how that works out. Kirsty Graham, I'm not happy. I didn't expect you to be. And here she is. Hi, Kirsty. How you doing, beautiful? The silence scares me. Kirsty Graham's joining us, everybody. Oh, wait. I had myself muted. Hi, Kirsty.
Hello.
How you doing?
Can you read my second name?
Yes, Graham. I can. Kirsty Graham. She's here. She's live.
Damn it.
I got the wrong country. I'm just awful. I'm sorry. It's not like you don't know that I'm terrible, though, so you can't be too upset.
I just want to debate the fact that I really like Bubba's singles run, so I'll let you away with it this time.
Well, it's public opinion. You know, I mean, like, your opinion's different than mine, different tastes and all that. I wasn't a fan of it. I just don't think he was ever that good of a worker. I like the attitude of Bully Ray, but I don't think it worked for me. I can't look back and go, man, the memorable. Nah, there's nothing there for me.
See, the gimmick was all there for me, like the whole "do you know who I am" and TNA of all places, like. I don't like TNA doesn't have the greatest history, but some really good gimmicks went over there. And like I've seen them 4 times, and the ROH show a couple of weeks ago, well, about 6 weeks ago now, so like maybe 2 months. Like the night of SummerSlam, that's when it was.
That was like right when he got hurt too.
I know, but he still put on a fucking great match. There was a few guys on that card who were injured, and still just really enjoyable shit. Like. I can't fault them. I've always enjoyed them.
You have different wrestling taste than I do, though. To be fair, like I said, it's all taste.
Yeah. I think for me, the thing that draws me in is like when I was a kid, like 7, is when all of the like tables, ladders, and chairs stuff, and I was a massive Hardys fan, so they've just always been there in terms of me being a wrestling fan. Like he's always been that heel that I wanted to see him get the shit beat out of, and now as an adult fan, I can appreciate how well he does it. So there's that for me, and I think he's better than Devon, if I'm honest.
Oh, he is better than Devon. There's no question about that. And that's not saying much, though. That's not saying a whole hell of a lot. But you know, I've always felt that the Dudleys work best with a really good combative. When they have a team that is against them, they were very fortunate in WWE to not have just 1, but 2 legendary teams to be able to do the things that they were able to do with. And I mean, Jesus Christ, the stuff that the Hardys, Edge and Christian, and the Dudleys put together was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's what I remember watching, like, live, not just stuff that I've watched back and appreciate, like, as I've got older, like, stuff that you watch as a kid. Like, for me, it was all about, like, those TLC matches, so I like him a lot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, like, the nostalgia's there, but I mean, for me, body of work, looking at it now, his singles career just didn't do anything for me. Does not change the fact that he is one of the greatest performers collectively with his tag team that's ever lived. There's no, for me, it's not even a debate. It's just for me, as a singles competitor, just didn't do it.
I think it's the character for me, because he can bump her. Like, for me, heels don't need to, well, no me particularly, because I like wrestlers that can do everything all the time, AJ Styles, but,
yeah,
like, his character, it was so easy to hate him. Like, it was so easy to watch him just bump around and get the shit beat out of him from a really good guy.
Hating
Whether
a
it was
guy
tag
isn't
team-
enough for me. Like, I can hate somebody and just but it's not enough for me. I feel that Bubba always used cheap heat, even from his days from ECW. Just
Yeah.
cheap heat. It doesn't really do much for me. I don't know. I'm a more refined. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I need more. I need substance.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because this is basically Bully Ray's every single promo. Grabs a microphone and he says something sucks. I swear to God, if you listen to every one of his promos, he says you suck. This sucks. This sucks. This town sucks. You suck. He sucks all the time. It's insane.
When at that ROH show, he was doing that promo, and everybody, but like he's like, you should all be cheering me, blah blah blah, and then like mentions things that obviously got heat, like the matches he's had in the past. So we all started cheering, and he was like, no, you don't get to cheer me now. So everybody started a "We Are Fickle" chant, and he just broke like character. He just started laughing. He was like 20 years of wrestling, and I've never got that chant.
We are
before,
fickle.
So we are fickle. Like, for wrestling fans, man, like, we'll cheer and boo anything. Just give us something.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I think people got to remember. Wrestling fans will cheer anything, especially this new age group of wrestling fans. You guys will fucking cheer anything. You'll cheer or boo anything that you guys want at any time. There's no rhyme or reason to it. And there's still a lot of people who feel, a lot of wrestlers that think you can still go through the systematic way of doing it. It's just not. It's not that way anymore. It's cool that you got him to break his character.
Yeah, he just, like, because now that way sometimes you see a wrestler like, listening to go, what are they actually saying? Because accents. And then when he realised what it was, he just totally broke. Like, he just laughing. He was like, never. Like, at least we admit it though. Like,
yeah, I like that he admitted it. I do like that. You got anything else for Miss Kirsty?
Nah, just like his "Do You Know Who I Am" stuff. I personally think that was his best character work, and therefore his best work because he has a character. Like, obviously the TLC stuff, as like I say, as a child, was what grabbed me into wrestling. It was flashy, and my reason why I'm obsessed with high flying things that will most likely kill people. So, like 100%. But like that's where it came from. So like. But for again, that's nostalgia. That's the Dudley Boys as a singles wrestler. Then I do think his Bully Ray, "Do You Know Who I Am" stuff was his best. And I can go back and watch those promos because they weren't the stereotypical promo because he was getting a push. You put a lot more into it, so I'd argue that was good.
Fair enough. I mean, it works for you. It doesn't have to work for me. I mean, it's just that I have no problem with it. I can't beat you up on your taste. You know, it's just like I can't argue an opinion. It's impossible to, like, I don't have to agree with it.
No, the same. That's the two are just kind of like, we don't have to agree. I can see your point, but it's not. He's not somebody that's like you either hate them or you love them.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's the thing. You're not wrong. It works for you. It worked for an entire audience. We're at a show, so it works for you, and that's great. Yeah. I love that. That's why I love wrestling so much, and that's why I love wrestling fans so much, because of how many different types of way there is to entertain us, and how many different tools that wrestlers have to be able to entertain us, depending on the show, depending on the venue, depending on the company. It's just that's why I love it.
And the thing, as you were saying with the indies now, with the internet getting so big, everybody can put on a show. Like, it's not as if people are having to run these. Like, if you look at PWG, for instance, they can run a 400 arena every month, once a month, but they can still turn, in a weekend, like 20 grand just on seat tickets. Because they can charge so much because they put their shit on the internet now and people are willing to pay for it. Yeah. And that means that there's a promotion for every style. Everybody's got their promotion and what they like, and they're getting it in absolute masses. There's too much wrestling just now. You can't keep up with everything, so you've got to choose what you like. But
now, from what I understand, though, the numbers behind it are not very promising. Now, this is from what I understand. I cannot confirm this. I've not seen any books myself, but I've read enough articles to make me believe this. None of these companies are making money. They're shelling out, and they're breaking even, and they're able to pay these guys. They're able to pay Cody Rhodes, like Ring of Honor's able to. They're not making profit. You know, so it's just like, how long are they going to be able to live off a TV deal? Like Ring of Honor's had to flip-flop around to different TV deals? How long are they going to be able to live off international deals like TNA did for a while? And they never turned a fucking profit. You know, that's the question. Long term, is it going to work? And I don't know if it is.
Yeah. I mean, today, I think it was today, ROH announced that from the start of next year, they're going to have their own network.
Yeah, everybody's doing that.
I know, but I'm excited because
it's going to die. TNA's network is going to die. I give TNA's network 6 months. It's going to die.
But the thing is ROH are now with Sinclair Broadcasting, which, as I understand it, is pretty huge. And their thing is just as long as it doesn't cost us way too much, and like we don't end up in debt, then cool.
Well, luckily, Ring of Honor's production cost doesn't cost much, so they should be fine. They don't put anything into production, so they'll be fine.
Yeah, honestly, because for me, ROH is about whatever show they're putting on, and if I'd rather them pay the wrestlers more and just have a show that I can watch than have pyro and lights.
Yeah, the eye cancer's not worth it. Update the cameras at least. I don't want eye cancer.
I mean, yeah, I can see people's point. We've been like this isn't
my
great.
eyeballs bleed. Like, they bleed, Kirsty. They bleed.
The wrestling is so good though.
If you like spots, sure. If you love dive spot, sure, it's great. It's fantastic.
It is.
If you love it, I don't. To me, that shit is lazy. I know it's counter because like, look what she's doing. Look what they're doing. They're doing all these athletic things. It's lazy. It's lazy. It's not storytelling. They're not telling anything other than look at me, Dad. It's not storytelling to me, man. I can't get into it.
I've just watched 6 hours of ROH.
Give me a hammerlock.
There's so many fucking wrestlers that are what people would call traditional wrestlers. They're there. If you're only seeing gifs of Will Ospreay and that's all you think the ROH is.
No. I did look. I've watched some shows where I've seen like some of the other technical things. I just don't think they're that good. You know, it's just like the things that impress the international audience, which has always been easier to do. I'm sorry, it just has been. Doesn't really do it for me.
Because we don't have a great wrestling prestige here.
I don't know. I can't say that. That sounds so ostentatious to say that. I'm not going to be a pretentious dickhead. It's just just a different taste.
We're not India, is what I'm saying though. Like India still believe in kayfabe. We're not that levels of uneducated, is what I'm saying. Everywhere else knows what's going on.
Fair enough. You got anything else for me there, Miss Kirsty? I love hearing from you, by the way.
I know, it feels like it's been forever.
It has been. Look, I know I don't do the full wrestling shows as often as I used to anymore. It's just not easy to, man. This is my 4th show today. I'm busting my fucking nutsack open.
But like, it's not even that. Like, I used to be in when I wasn't working. Like, I was in every day, all day. But now, like, I'm working. I just worked 7 days, and I was I was at work from 8 a.m. and then not finishing work to 10 p.m. So I've had no time whatsoever. So like, I'm sorry, I'm not as round as much.
No, I'm glad that you're here. You know what? And you got to make that money. Yeah, you got to got bills. It's okay. No, I'm just glad that you make it when you do. I appreciate it, and I love you to death.
I love you too, man.
Aww. We're so adorable. Oh my god. Now I know you got you got some new projects going on, and I know Will does too. Go ahead and tell everybody what's going on with you guys.
Oh yeah. So the Gaming Fall and Smacked Up Wrestling Live have split into 2 channels because a lot of people were getting confused by, is it a wrestling channel, is it a gaming channel?
Been there.
So we just split, man. We were like, you know what, we're nipping this in the bud. Let's just do it just now, get it over and done with. So
Dave did with Pokemon. We might as well do a fucking wrestling, man. Fuck it. Pull the Band-Aid off. It makes sense. No, I'm with it.
It does. So we're now on the channel Smacked Up Wrestling Live. So if you want more wrestling content, slightly more regularly than Dave does his, then we're going to be doing like...
Oh, you asshole. All right, fair enough. Shot for a shot. Okay, all right, fair enough.
I'm just saying.
Shot for a shot. That was good. Yeah, she's not wrong. She's not fucking wrong. Oh my god.
Yeah, and you don't want somebody that just hate fucks most things, then come watch us do an indie show that we're going to start doing an indie show when there's not, so on a Sunday that there's not a WWE pay-per-view, then that's when we'll be doing the indie show, so that it's still like Wednesday and Sunday.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And pay-per-views, obviously.
Well, best of luck to you guys. Wishing nothing but the best, and hopefully you'll become big and famous and do it more than I do it.
Yeah, hopefully.
There you
Like,
go.
if I could get paid to do this and not have to go to work, then so much I'd never stop.
Good
talking
luck.
about
Don't get
wrestling,
your
like,
hopes up. It's hard. It's a grind.
I know the grind is
I'm
on.
telling you, it's a grind. All right, Kirsty. Thanks a lot.
Right, no problem, man. See you later.
You too. See you later. Good stuff. You guys want to get in the waiting call? Feel free. We're going to take some calls. If there's not a lot of callers, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. You think I wouldn't mind getting out of here in a half hour? Shit. I don't give a fuck if nobody cares. You guys could come on in and talk about whatever you want. Doesn't have to be wrestling. It literally can be anything that you could possibly want to talk about. Talk about how I become the marathon man today. Not the first time I've been called that, by the way. 4 times in one day, baby. Also not a first time in my life for that either. 4 times, baby. We've gone live today and had an absolute fantastic day of streaming. My God, I'm proud of every single thing that we've done today. Breakfast and Beer was awesome. Go watch it. Go watch Breakfast and Beer. We got invaded by a German man. It's fucking crazy. Shit was nuts. Did a great stream on Skyrim. Watch me get perpetually aggravated. That was fantastic. And then Tommy C and I just absolutely lit it on fire. Tommy C and I absolutely just lit it on fire on Shaw from the Point. It was fantastic. Had a good day. Garth, hey, Billy Corgan is maybe bring NWA Wrestling to Impact Wrestling. Why not? Why not? Yes, it seems like Anthem is... The rumors of Anthem not wanting to be in the wrestling industry might be fucking more true than they even let on. You know that they've tried to quell that. This is, once again, it does seem like they might be bringing another outside faction. They did it with Global Force. Now it seems like they might be doing it with NWA. There's very possible as that as well. We'll see how that works out. Not 100% sure. Meshuggah, don't watch Breakfast and Beer on an empty stomach. No, you got to eat something, man. I'm telling you. That sandwich I ate today was bomb, son. It's like the greatest sandwich I've ever had. Tacola Fox, hey Dave, long time since I've been in your live stream. Well, welcome back in, Tacola Fox. Glad to have you. How do I look? Do I look good? If you're a girl, do I get you wet? Oh, if you're of age, I mean. And then if you're a guy of age, do I get you hard? I just need to know. I need to know these things. It's for demographic research. It's very important. Let's bring in my mush puff of mush puffs, the one, the only, the Rainer Divulge. What's going on, pal?
Hello, Dave.
Hello. It's Super Toes for those of you guys who don't know.
Yeah, I don't go by that name anymore.
the artist formerly known as Super Toes.
Oh,
what's up, buddy?
Was that supposed to be a Prince?
It was supposed to be Prince, yes.
Ooh, Dave.
At least you caught it. I mean, you know, it didn't completely not work. You did catch it, so
True.
that's a good thing. What do you got for me, man?
No more.
Pancakes. Game.
Okay.
Bitches. Go ahead. What do you got?
Well, since I really know nothing about wrestling,
Talk about whatever you want. Doesn't have to be wrestling. I know you like sweaty men, though.
now we.
I don't know why you don't like wrestling. Think about this for a second. There's high production value because you like the movie stuff. There's all kinds of theatrical elements involved. There's costumes, as you know, just saying. There's big sweaty men. There's like lots of boners. There's crotch shots. I'm like, I don't understand why you're not up in it, man.
It's the big men part. I like my twinks, Dave.
Why?
Because I like twinks. I like cuddling with sticks.
Oh man, I mean, do you like to choke them? Do you choke them? Is that what I mean? Like, I can understand if you want to be like physically dominant, but yeah, man.
I like to squeeze them. Like,
man, there's nothing to squeeze. They're sticks.
Exactly.
God.
They just reach the bone, and it's hard to breathe for them, and it's just sexy.
Wow.
I don't know.
Well, I may not be for you. Let me tell you, there is nothing on me, and I do mean nothing, that is thin and stick-like. I'm just saying now. And I emphasize
we're on
nothing.
The same boat, Dave.
Oh!
We're on the same boat. So
Yay.
Yeah.
Hercules.
I'm like 260 or 270.
Why, you're like 260?
Yeah.
You're a big guy? I didn't know you were a big guy.
I am a big guy.
Oh, yeah, we definitely can't fuck. We'll start a forest fire, dude. We can't do that. The friction burn. The friction burn. We can't do that shit. We can't do that. We'll heat up the environment, man. It's not good. Global warming. It'll be our fucking fault. No, we can't do that.
It doesn't help that I'm a bear as well. So
A couple of bears.
yeah, 2 levels of forest fire, I
I'm
guess.
telling you, only you can prevent friction burn. Fuck. My God, our hair would get tangled up and shit. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. Oh my God, I just made it too real. Getting the hair to tangle up. Oh, I'm never getting a boner again. I'm never getting a boner again. I just killed boners for life.
Well, your wife doesn't put out, so
Hey, my wife doesn't care. She doesn't fuck me. What are you talking about? Hey, you silly bastard.
Yeah, exactly. What I'm saying is that she doesn't put out, so you shouldn't care either.
Nah, I don't give a shit.
Why are you gonna stick your dick in?
My hands, I'm very good and I'm amazing at it. I'm a virtuoso in masturbation.
Do you use both and do like an Indian person?
Sometimes I use Astroglide and just go like this. Just run right down with Astroglide. Yeah. It's fucking great, man. It's fucking amazing.
Conversation.
I don't know, man. I don't know how this happened, but we're kind of trapped now. It's like we're stuck in this. I don't know what happened.
Okay, let's organically transition into the Last Jedi trailer.
All right.
How about that? Okay. Now, I want to hear your theories, Dave.
Yes.
Okay. My biggest theory right now is that Rey is a clone of Darth Vader.
Ooh.
She was created by Snoke,
Ooh.
and she was left on a planet, on Jakku, where she wouldn't experience love, where she would feel abandoned. And at the end of the trailer, you see her coming back to Snoke, who is like, fuck, I wasted my time. You're going to come to the dark side anyway, which is why he tortures her.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's an interesting one. That's you know what? It's kind of likely. I also like the whole the entire Kylo Ren is just a deep plant. Yeah, I've heard that theory a lot. You know, like this is all even sacrificing Han. It was all part of the plan. It was all part of the plan. Yeah, just.
But why is he extra mopey?
Because he's broody. He's just I don't know. Maybe he hasn't gotten enough twigs to fucking cuddle with. I don't know, man.
I think this Star Wars will focus on the Rey and Kylo, and they're really just trying to find out where they fit in and what's right for them and what's wrong for them, and to basically just understand how they got to this point in life. Yeah. There's this scene which I think it's just really deceptive editing, where Kylo
there's a lot of deceptive editing.
Yeah. Especially that Carrie Fisher Kylo Ren scene.
That was great.
But that's not the same scene.
It's not.
Because they're under attack, and you see the people in the background are just walking normally. So I don't think it's the same. It's the same scene.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, but fuck it. God damn it.
I like. I'll tell you one thing I did like. I do think there is one thing in the trailer that will happen just as we saw it, and I think a lot of people are expecting after Luke decides not to train Rey. I think people are expecting him to eventually train her. No, I don't think he's gonna train her. I think that's what's gonna cause. I think he's gonna basically abandon her. I think he's gonna fucking tell her to fuck off.
There's this scene in where he's on the floor and he's screaming at her like he's just been defeated. Yeah. You think you're gonna win this, and things like that. I think he pulls out his green lightsaber and fights her.
That's possible.
Yeah,
it's very possible.
And do you think she's that powerful? Coming back to my theory that she's a clone of Darth Vader, do you think she's powerful because she's a clone of Darth Vader?
I think it's very possible that that's the case. I mean, everybody's always speculated over the lineage of Rey and whose daughter she is, but I like the idea of just kind of going away with it. Remember, this is a series that is very heavily invested in clones. So a clone is not all that far out of the ballpark. It does make sense. It fits with the lore. It fits with everything. We've already seen clones. We know the technology exists. It makes perfect fucking sense. So yeah, I think there is a possibility that yeah, if she were to be a clone, it would also explain why she's so powerful. And people forget how fucking powerful Anakin was. You know, this is the guy. He's the prophesized one. And he fulfilled that prophecy, by the way. He is the one who killed the Emperor. He did bring balance to the Force. Now, granted, it didn't last, but still, he did it. It was him. You know, so, yeah, I think if she is a clone, it would explain why she is so powerful. And it's going to be very interesting to see how they play. This all plays out. I hope that it's not as simple as a double turn with Rey being good or Rey being bad and Ren being good. I hope it's not as simple as that because that will get rather annoying. But you know as well as I do, number 2 in the trilogies for fucking Star Wars are always dark. They're always crazy, and they always end on a very dour note.
Because it's when the Empire. It's basically the formula. It's the good guys win, the Empire wins, or the First Order, or whatever, and then the good guys win again.
Yeah, basically.
So this one's definitely going to be very dark, and I know Kathleen Kennedy is very incompetent as a producer, but I don't think I hate her, but she is the Susan Wojcicki of the fucking movie world. That's what she is. Yeah. Fucking hell. But I think she has some sort of smarts to a degree where she's like, yeah, this doesn't seem like what people would like. So let's make it a bit more complicated and make it a bit more, make the situation a bit more likable.
Yeah, I think it's possible to do that. I don't think they're going to do the exact same thing they did with number 1, where it was just callback after callback and fan service after fan service. I do expect them to do a little bit more story-driven stuff in this one, take a few more chances, because you got everybody back. Between Force Awakens and Rogue One, you've got the demographic back. They are not having the same worries and problems with it that they did after the last 3. You've got us back. So now take a chance if you want to take a chance with number 2, because the reality is you could always end it on a high note and give us something to really fucking remember it by in the 3rd one. So we'll see what happens. I can't wait.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait. I don't care what the creative team behind the Star Wars movies are. It's the only important thing is that I will be going back to that galaxy, to that universe, because it's just fun. It's just amazing.
Right. Right. I'm the exact same way. Going back to that galaxy far, far away, man. It's just all I want to do. Long, long time ago, far, far away. Let's go back to it because it's better times. It's better times.
That's true.
Do you have anything else for me, my fucking? I love that you're fat now. I like that. I don't know why. I like you more than I know you're like me. He's like me. I love it.
Well, I'm trying to lose weight, but food is good, man.
Food is really good. It's really good,
especially here. In like Kuwait, where I live, there's nothing to do. The theme parks are all closed for renovation.
Yeah.
Not as at this time of year. They've been closed for 2 years for renovation.
Oh fuck. That's just called closed.
Exactly. There's only malls and really good restaurants, like really good international restaurants.
Yeah.
And really,
I've been to Kuwait. I know, man.
I've
been a couple of times. I know. Great food. Great food, man.
Yeah. Middle Eastern food. Fucking there are some Italian restaurants over here that are just pornography.
You gain weight by walking in the door. Yeah, it's
Exactly.
difficult, man. It really is. So
it is fucking A. Oh shit.
Oh, Andre Corbiel's here. He says, I'll get to that in a second. Tobes, anything else for me, buddy?
No. That's it.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for calling in, and thanks for being awesome as always, dude. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Dave. I love you, man.
I love you too. Oh God, we're gonna have sex one day. Just throwing it out there. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
You know, Smokey the Bear won't be happy about it.
It's all right. You can smoke my bear. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Super Tobes, everybody. Excuse me. Divulge shit. Andre Corbiel says, I have mixed feelings about Bully Ray's retirement. I respect what he did in the ring through his career, but in real life, he's a dick. He even got one of my one wrestling episode's removed. This is true. We didn't really talk about that too much earlier in the show when we talked about Bully Ray. But yes, he does have an image. He does have a reputation. And it is not a very positive one. And it's not really that hard to see why. He's a guy who does speak his mind. He's a guy who believes what he believes. And he can be quite hypocritical like a lot of these people that does it. Good for the gooses and good for the gander and all those wonderful things. I'm with Andre. Personally, I mean, look, it's no secret. I didn't like his in-ring stuff as a singles competitor, but I have nothing but respect for what he and Devon were able to do as a tag team. So that's right. What is this hashtag Red Sun shit? What is this? What is Red Sun? I don't understand. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what Red Sun is. I really don't. But I don't know. Let's see if there's anybody else waiting to call in Discord. If not, I'm going to get my big ass up out of here. Last call for calls. Waiting to call. Get your asses in there. Come talk to me. Holla at you, boy. This is my 4th live show of the day. I'm tired, but I am here for you. So if you got anything you want to talk about, jump on in now. Come holla at you, boy. If you want to do any more Copious hat changes, feel free to do that as well. Love to change hats for your faces. Oh, good. Super Rising Storm, why is it so many wrestlers are weird or idiots in real life? It's because it's a weird fucking industry, buddy. It is a weird industry, son. It's the circus, man. It is circus life. It's the last circus. It's the final circus that remains, and it's a weird lifestyle. It's not for conformity, and that's why wrestling kind of has that problem. You know, WWE has that problem, I should say. Andre Corbett, he watched our Can-Am wrestling show and literally called Bill Apter on the phone, ordering to have the video taken down, and threatened Big Ray if I ever mention him or Velvet again. He and Velvet, come fight me. Fight me, motherfucker. The sun looked weird in the UK today. Well, yeah. Okie doke. All right, looks like we're free of the waiting calls. Doesn't look like anybody else is coming in, so I can take my big ass to the bed. I really do appreciate it, guys. I appreciate you guys coming here. I know that not everybody comes here for the wrestling, but you know, the ones who did, a lot of you longtime people, I appreciate having you back in when I do the wrestling, and like to do more of it when more big stories do break. And of course, I'm always here to talk about whatever is going on. Tomorrow, back at that Pokemon grind, son. Hopefully have my new box of cards in tomorrow, and we'll be doing that on Twitch. Twitch is doing very well. Think we hit 500 followers on Twitch. If not, we're damn close to it, and that's fantastic. And then tomorrow night, of course, my Faye, the Faye Bell porcelain doll. Beautiful. Faye. She'll be here tomorrow night for all of your fucking YouTube drama needs. We'll see what she's got, because Lord knows they ain't much right now. So we'll see what she has. Thank you so much for being here. I love all your faces, and we'll see you. Oh, God, I Philly D'd you. I'm tired. We'll see you next time. Keep it copious, folks. Remember, as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. And peace. Hey guys, make sure you hit that subscription button. Look at me dance. Look at me dance.